are bastards. Shatters fall across the street, minions know it's killer clock. Shining tossing on my feet, wizard with the glowing lock. Tries to sweep a leather wings up from the sky. That takes a flow from all the palace come to die. Moving check out while I'm eating and I'm feeding on cops. Barbaric person voted solar blade deleting my ops. Ain't no highway, I face sideways up for multiple crashes. The siren song is fading out as I leave nothing but ashes. You can tally up my body, but pally at every present bounty hunters trying to flex up to the flesh and again that's it. Draw me, I'm excelling up chemical bomb inside. It's in choice if you're my next up, don't call it a homicide. Every valley is a kingdom on my tail. Every question for me like the holy grail. I always with more into my head. In this county there's a bounty for me. They see me coming but they can't stop this disaster. They be running but I run a little faster. I dim the sun and jam my gun, I drink a caster. They got it coming, said our paladins are bastards. I'm a mess of death, the Necronomicon was wrote about. Answer me, there's something that a person should be told about. Scroll this out, every incantation you utter, which I can hear it, you stutter. Let's spit it out. Dark Lord, evil from the start. Call it bad guy, shadow over all of creation. Gave it a black eye, original feeling from the birth of the universe. Wizard, if you think that you're evil, you were my student first. People look into my eyes and see true darkness. Heart this, compared to my wickedness, you're harmless. Look in the abyss, and you feel me staring back, paralyzed.
Hello. So, once again, this is Zalthor the Mage, and today I'm going to be showcasing a little bit about how you can kind of build out your mage in Ashes of Creation. Alright, so kind of just going through the talents quickly, right? So there's 3 main builds that people typically run as they're leveling up. Once you hit max level, however, you're going to have access to essentially all of these, but like 3 talents, if I remember correctly. But before that, people kind of focus on one of 3 areas to kind of level with. The first one is kind of what you see here. This is a Frostfire build that focuses on getting damage done by combust. It's usually something you'll see a lot of in like PvP. A lot of PvP players will run combust because basically bigger battles, you're going to be building up your burn stacks, which are those little stacks you saw on the enemy, that little fire symbol that was ticking up. Once that hits 20 and you cast combust, it's going to do a bunch of damage because you're going to have conflagration, which is going to do this right here. So it converts all remaining burning damage on the target into an accelerated dot, and then that damage is converted additionally by another 30%. So it's going to increase your damage of the dot by 30% and make it tick down at 4 seconds instead of the full timer that it was there for. What that does is it allows you to get all the damage off at once and immediately start stacking a new dot. So it's possible to have your 4-second conflagration window as well as the burn damage of a new chain on the target, which is very interesting. The other build, which I'll show you quickly, there's another griffin that just showed up, so we'll do like a quick rough spec of it. I mean, we don't really need it for what we're showing. I'll just only put the ones that we actually need. We don't need this one. This is for AoE. Actually, you know what? We'll take it just in case. We go here, we take Shatter. This is where a lot of our damage comes from for this next build. We can get rid of this, we can take this. What am I missing? Oh, we don't need that. We'll take this, sure, we'll take this, we'll take this, we'll take this, okay. This is fine, actually we'll take it, there you go, that's fine. So this is both your AoE and your single target Shatter build. And now what this focuses on is, instead of what we were just doing, let me move these down. What we're focused on now is building them to frozen and then shattering that frozen effect for single target. For multi-target, it's the opposite. So we're going here, we're looking for frozen, we got our frozen. I'm using ball lightning by accident, so what we should have used instead was lightning. So we'll do it in a second. So we're gonna go for frozen again. Chill. that's the damage with the max lightning strike, right? So that is your shatter combo. Now, opposite side, if you look here, where are you? Here. So opposite side effect, Frostbolt hits someone who's shocked, the shards splinter off, and it does 150% ice damage to 3 additional targets. Now, that is more useful when we're doing AoE. Your AoE rotation is going to look something like your Frostbolt. From your Frostbolt, you're going to Hoarfrost the group, or you can Hoarfrost the group first into a Cone of Cold. So I'll show you this as if it was an AoE group. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to hit them with this, I'm going to hit them with that, they're going to freeze. Now what I'm going to do is Chain Lightning, and if they don't already have the lightning effect, there it is. Now we're going to use our Frostbolt. What that should do is it would break off and hit other individuals. So because there's not other people that we're currently fighting, let's just go ahead and do the rest of the Shatter combo. Yeah, so that is the Shatter combo. Now, something else people run is Lightning Fire. However, Lightning Fire doesn't really become good until you can get Fuse. So your burn statuses are 50 more powerful when applied to targets with shocked, right? So what that means is you essentially need to use Chain Lightning for your big pulls, and then you're going to be applying burn damage to everyone. If you're doing this, I would probably take Firebolt instead, because it allows you to throw 3. So you can hit 3 targets that have already been affected by shock from your Chain Lightning to do massive amounts of damage. My favorite spec right now is I like to do this right here. Just because I typically do a lot more PvP than anything else. Now for PvE, what I'll do is I'll take this. And the way this works is I'm going to have my Arcane Circle, and I am not going to move. As soon as I can find another little Griffin, if I can, I will show you what that looks like, and that'll be kind of it for this video. Just like a quick down and dirty of the Mage and how you can spec out. There we go. Oh, that's a Raven. I don't care about that thing. It's not, I mean, would probably kill it instantly if we attacked it, but let's see, where are these little Griffins at? If you haven't noticed, I'm currently in Marileth down in the southwest corner where I marked the map here. There's a lot of level 8 to level 9 Griffins that are usually 1-star spawning right here. There's this guy right here who's been here literally all day. I saw him this morning before I went to the gym, and he's still here now. Aha, there he is. Alright, we found our Griffin. So what we're going to go for is we're going to go for Frozen. Now that he's frozen, we're going to hit him with our Fireball. We're going to throw this here. We're going to watch those stacks go up. And we're going to go ahead and combust now because he's already low. And yeah, that's it. So that is what it works, or that's what it looks like when you're using the Arcane Circle. Currently, I actually really enjoy using, if it will let me respec here in a second. I might have to wait for the come off cooldown. I think that's what it is. I personally like to use the Prismatic Beam right now, which I'll show you what that looks like. Just because I think the Prismatic Beam is everything a mage should be. I still have 5 seconds left. Just give it a second. There we go. I love the Prismatic Beam. It is by far, I think, one of my favorite spells. I gotta reorganize this real quick. Alright. This actually, I don't care about this either. It can go up here for right now. Alright. Shield. This is awesome flamethrower I got. Now, the thing about the blink I have is whenever I blink, I should get an extra fire. Now notice it has to be off cooldown when that occurs, right? Oh man, you're all about to get blinded by the sun. But yeah, that is it for this video. Yeah, I hope that helps all the new mages out there in Ashes of Creation. So have a good one, and I'll see you all in Vera.